Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Today in this video I would like to talk about Mortal Kombat and perhaps something controversial, as it's talking about something that's at very much the heart of the Mortal Kombat franchise, and that's the blood and the gore. And simply put here, before we get into it, the core thing I would like to argue for is the option, keyword option, to disable the blood and gore in Mortal Kombat. And I want to come at it from two perspectives, both as the content creator perspective and also just the general fan at home perspective. Now, I already know you got a hot take brewing in your head, right? So before you head on to the comment section, at least hear me out on this. I'll break this into two sections, the content creator side and the everyone else side. So this idea actually started a few days ago on Twitter when the discussion was just brought up here. Maybe we should be able to turn off the blood and guts in Mortal Kombat. And frankly and honestly, even though it's very core to the series, I kind of agree. I think that's actually a good idea. So first, let's talk about it from the content creator point of view. If you've heard anything about Mortal Kombat 11 on YouTube, I'm sure you've heard at least the one thing, and that is demonetization, demonetization, demonetization. Now, on that front, I've been luckier than most, but I've still got hit with it like a hammer. So just for point of view for reference here, these are the ones I have that are still standing, at least one page's worth of it. I've been lucky that about 90% of the demonetizations I was hit with over the Mortal Kombat 11 years, I've managed to overturn them. So I'd say about 9 out of every 10. However, I still got hit with the demonetizations, right? And during that period, whenever your video is demonetized, even if it does get overturned in the end, you still lose whatever ad revenue, and to me, more importantly, you're still deprioritized in the algorithm. It means less people see your videos. So even if you can get it overturned in the end, that still sucks. And the simple fact of it informed a lot of how I made videos. If you watched any amount of videos I had back in the MK11 days, you definitely noticed this version of D'Vorah. My special D'Vorah variation, safe for YouTube. Why? Well, simply put, D'Vorah doesn't have red blood like the rest of the cast. So she's less likely to trigger a lot of the demonetizations around blood in Mortal Kombat. Not 100% likely. I've still got demonetized videos with D'Vorah in it, but still, that was there, and it helped a lot. And this is kind of the complicated dance if you're a content creator and want to work on Mortal Kombat that you had to work around. Okay, what character doesn't have red blood that if I want to make a longer video about, I can use quite a bit? Say you are the kind of content creator that put out match videos. Remember this old chestnut where you'll see a fatal blow or something with 10 different filters over top of it, just on the off chance it might not get you demonetized, anything to not show the blood at all. And these are some pretty big time hoops to go through. Suffice it to say, you don't gotta worry about that in Street Fighter or King of Fighters, Tekken or whatever. This is purely a Mortal Kombat problem. So, that said, then here's the crux of the issue. Why not just simply add an option somewhere in the menu to turn off all blood? The moves still happen the same way they ever did, just without blood particle effects, as you will, and it just makes the experience for the content creator a lot easier. Doesn't affect the viewer at home. If you want to play with blood on, all that kind of stuff, you still have the option to do it, but for the person who's just, trying to make $1 on YouTube, they can make that $1 just like they could for any other game without having to worry or stress about getting hit with just a random demonetization. And yes, it is very random. I've uploaded the exact same video multiple times before and had one version get demonetized and the other one not be demonetized, even though it's 100% the exact same video. So it's just not a fun game to play against. So from the content creator's perspective, my perspective, I suppose, come Mortal Kombat 12, I would be very appreciative if there was some kind of blood filter so I just don't have to mess around and worry about the random demonetizations for Mortal Kombat 12 like we had to for Mortal Kombat 11. And also, I think from the corporate perspective, it would be in NetherRealm's best interest because the more people who feel very safe in making videos means there'll be more videos made. And as a game creator, you definitely want people making as much videos as possible about your game. Okay, so I think that's succinct enough. That's the content creator's perspective. Now let's just toss it to the more general perspective. Blood, guts, and gore is very much at the core DNA of the Mortal Kombat franchise. However, it's obviously not for everybody. Not everyone cares for that. There are some people out there who all things being equal, don't like seeing the gore, blood, and guts, and if they could turn it off, they would. Now, for, say, you at home, you love this stuff, right? It's a big attraction for you for Mortal Kombat. That's great. Not trying to take it away from you. But, you know, for the people who maybe don't care as much, if there was simply like an on or off filter, I think it would be greatly appreciated for them if, you know, they could just turn it off. It doesn't affect your game or anything like that. But if they want that option, why not let people have the option? Because simply put, if the option is there, some people will take it, and if it makes them happy, that's great. Once again, doesn't affect your enjoyment of the game. I guess the only question is fatalities. Because even if you turn quote-unquote blood off on a fatality, the person might still get ripped in half with their organs coming out, unless there's like a secondary mode where like it's confetti or something. And you know what? I'd actually be down for that, personally. I'll leave that for the people who get paid to think about that kind of stuff to think about it. Even it could be as simple as when the match is over, the match just ends if one person has, you know, gore turned off. You know, like you get the final hit, then just round over. And you know what? If you played any amount of Mortal Kombat in your life, that's kind of how it works anyways. If I win a round or if I lose a round, you see, finish him. And then we just do a quick jab, go to the next set. Who actually cares is the question. Fatalities is like, you watch it 2 or 3 times, you go, huh, that's cool. And then you move on, you never bother with it again. I've been at this Mortal Kombat thing since the start, okay? Since Mortal Kombat 1. And the fatality is interesting to see a few times, but that's it. You know, after a while, I just want to play the game. I don't want to worry about this whole extended sequence. It just slows things down. Like, if I was playing offline in a long set against a friend, I would turn off gore as an option if it removed the finish him prompt, just so we can get to more games quicker. So either way, I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. I guess there's a few people out there that even years in are still crazy about the fatalities, but I gotta assume it's a minority. That all said though, that's kind of where I'm at. So the content creator perspective, I would love if there was a gore/blood filter, just so I can make videos without having to worry that my purely educational combo video or guide or whatever gets demonetized because YouTube thinks it's too bloody. And for a lot of people at home who just want to play the game, I think they would appreciate, for whatever reason they may have, their personal beliefs that they don't want to see blood, then why not just give them the option, because it doesn't hurt you to let them have the option. And if, say, whatever reason that turns off fatalities, who cares, honestly? You watch them, go watch them on YouTube, get your quick jollies, and then let's go back to actually playing the game, because fatalities just slow things down. So those are my thoughts on the matter. I know for sure you got thoughts on the matter as well, so post them in the comments below. And otherwise, you know, Mortal Kombat 12 is technically not announced yet, but we all know it's coming, so we're just going to wait for the day. So till then, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Mortal Kombat.